What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Tomorrow's my 2-year anniversary with my girlfriend, so I don't know that there will be a live stream tonight, but if I do live stream, it'll be around 2 to 3 to maybe 6 today. And also, I didn't have any content for today, and I was in the Zodiac Discord just talking with the bros, and Rob Keck goes, "Some might scold you for not looking at the market." And I was like, are you implying Psalm Scolding went up? Yes, it did. Apparently at the ARG, this has become the answer to evenly matched. And I like it more than Lancia, and I agree with the reasoning, because if they don't draw evenly matched, hey, your card still actually does something against your opponent. It pretty much says no wherever you want it to say no to your opponent, and I like where that was going. I like that thought process, because Lancia is only going to be good against decks like Infernoid, which ironically did top the ARG, and then it's gonna be good against evenly matched. I think that I do like Scolding overall as a card more, and as we see, it's $6 for the Mega Pack version even, but $5 for the original. So there's 11 total prices. I guess people had more originals ready to relist, or it didn't get bought out as much. Maybe people only want first ed editions. And we see over here on eBay, it's actually bought out to the point of there's one listing at $6 before we have the 4-in-1s, and then 7, etc. It definitely is way up from a point. Only 29 results on eBay as well. Seems the way to go whenever you enter a new format. Why not just play a card that says, nah, you're not gonna be playing that? So I do like the entire thought process behind it. I enjoyed playing it in Dinosaurs. It did well for me. And then the Leverets, I was actually sitting next to them at the same YCS I use that they were using Scolding. So it seems like something you should just hold on to whenever it gets cheap, and just have 4 formats where you don't know what's really happening. And I think it's a good card in general. Next is Dante, but not the one you'd think. Dante Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss, the original version, the CROS, got bought out very recently. I don't know when this happened, but I know it had to be recent, because if we come over to eBay, all the prices are ridiculous as well, because only the 4-in-1s are left. Whenever the 4-in-1s are the lowest, typically the buyout was the night before, and we then see brand new listing at $12, brand new listing attempt at from Italy at 14, and then the shipping's ridiculous because I'm in the US. But you see the rest are all foreign, so it had to be super recent, as the only copy is brand new. There's no other explanation, and this is the original, the CROS. Remember, there's 2 versions. This is why I think this is a really terrible buyout. You may actually bump its price from $2. Maybe you'll bump it to a permanent 3, but as you see, listings are already cooling down on TCG Player. 11 total prices. No one took the bait like on eBay, where they're trying to hold the line. We see 20 cents on the gold rare, like under market price. This is a terrible buyout in my opinion. This was just awful. Whoever went for this one, I could see where you came from, and BA just is first after Swiss at the ARG, and it's getting an upgrade. I don't see this one panning out well for whoever dumped just tons of money on it. The market will cool down relatively fast. It's not as if there's plenty of people with these sitting around that will happily list them, in my opinion. Dante Traveler DUEA, I don't know that this is up, but it's at $14.57. I just wanted to note the real cards you probably should have looked at for an original version. It is up versus its market price, whereas every other Dante is around its market price. We have around $9.80 versus $9.60. We have $5.50 versus $5.43. So I would think that this is up, but I'm not 100% on that. Let me know in the comment section below if this has been chilling here since the Link Monster, because the market price is at $11.11, and then if I come over here, the cheapest is actually a brand new one at 16 before 18. So again, this feels like a secondary volley of a buyout to me when there's only 12 results. I will give kudos on getting the original Dantes, because that's a decent one to have, especially the first eds. But I don't think this Dante original copy was a very good choice at all for a buyout. So that's kind of what's happening with Burning Abyss today. Your friendly reminder that Beatrice only has one version and is below her market price. Epic Cards and Games being the lowest, then Yu-Gi-Oh! Fanatic next. They actually have nine copies. Hey, so this only has one printing, whereas Dante has, you know, the gold rare with 74 total prices, whereas Beatrice only has 40 some odd prices here on TCG and 40 some odd prices on eBay as well, being 388. Exactly the same on both lines. I wouldn't be too surprised if this was Epic as well. Nope, not them. So I really do think this was kind of a backwards buyout here. That's just my opinion. Legendary Dragon Dex Collector Set, just touching back up on this. Apprentice is holding solid at 11. Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, holding solid for a brand new Dark Magician card. Over time, if this doesn't see a reprint, I believe it will go up. So maybe something to consider getting now. But let me just emphasize, vendors ripping open their structure decks here are making their money back just off these two cards alone. They're paying about 16 on the structures, and between these two cards, if they sell them to you in person, they about get their money back, and then everything else is just completely free to them. All of this juice. And remember, Storming Mirror Force just got reprinted in our newest structure deck, I believe the Cyberse one, and then we keep going. You've got Infinity, Duelist Alliances, etc. So all this is just free to them, and that's why none of the prices really stick out or are too much. Like you would figure almost that Duelist Alliance would be more, but it came with two of them. So it's just these two cards are going to sit here, and I think over time this is my call to go up should it not see a reprint somewhere, which I actually don't foresee it. I don't know where it would get it besides maybe a Yu-Gi structure deck, which does happen a lot. Firewall Dragon has rebounded to about the $40 mark. We see it at 38 here with a quantity of 1 before holding the line at $42. It was a lot lower throughout the week, and it just keeps heading back upwards now. There is one seller at 30 that I've checked out brand new before it's 40 on eBay, and this 30 sell, you want to be really careful. This is why you always kind of take a gander at eBay. You look at the feedback. 8 feedback at 54.5% positive, and this man says, price to sell, all my supply done with card games. He has it listed at more than 10 available for sold. I really don't know that I would trust this listing, but if you want to attempt for a cheap Firewall and you're ready to go through eBay's reclaim process, you're either getting a Firewall or you're fighting for your money back. That's kind of this listing. So overall, it does seem to be headed back to the 40 point, and these are brand new listings at the 40 and 42 before we are at 43. It's pretty crazy that it's rebounded that well, but what might be even crazier is Spyral Super Agent has rebounded all the way to $14. Now this is an overnight kind of thing, because you see every single low listing is brand new, all the way up through $15 brand new before we get to the ones that are 4 and 16, and then $16 as well here. Like this is crazy. Then brand new 17. Like, people really bought this out last night. Look at all these listings are brand new. Isn't that crazy? So someone went through pretty much all the super agents that are there and tanked them out on eBay. So I'm guessing it was similar on TCG Player. But again, TCG Player seems to recover people who list things much quicker these days. So whenever something gets bought out, I feel like TCG Player recovers much faster, and we already see it down to 14 over here. But there is at least one cheap listing here before we get to our next US one being 14 is it's not the worst recovery on eBay actually for today. It's actually pretty even, and they're cheaper on eBay. So good job, eBay. You're taking a W there on recovery. I'm actually shocked. Double Summon DT is just completely gone from the market. I think Double Summon's really hyped for Spyrals. It's been shown in a lot of the insane combos. So the DT has just completely left the market, with the lowest now being 30 by this seller here who has 2, and there is not a single one available. Oh, wait. Brand new listing from Canada at 15. My bad. And then we have a triple listing, also brand new from Canada at 50. Actually, I just refreshed the tabs again, and I guess the Canadians are coming in hot. Whenever you do a buyout, people tend to leave the foreign ones because they'll take too long to get to flip their money, because all they need it to do is stay up 1.3 times the price. They're trying to buy it out to the point that it's double, triple, but they just need to say 1.3 times the price they bought it at when they get it in, and not let it cool down. So there's like almost no risk buying it from US sellers, but when you buy it from a foreign seller, you're going to take your time to get in, and now you're playing a risky game, so they tend to leave the foreign sellers. But this is just a case of new listings. It looks like they went for everything on Double Summon. They were very confident on DT Double Summon, and the rest of the Double Summons are still chilling around the $5 range. It looks like starting to creep up on a few other versions, but mostly around the $5 range. Some are a little less, some are a little more. Just, if you got DTs, you can make some cash today. So what did you guys think of today's Market Watch? Do you believe in Scolding? Do you think that's a good one? Was that a good pick? I will always enjoy Scolding personally. And what did you guys think of the, am I being too harsh on this Dante buyout? Like, I think it's ridiculous when there's a 20-cent version. I get people really go ree at the gold versions, but I think this just wasn't a good pick of a buyout in my opinion. And is Dante up? Let me know, because last time I covered it, it was around this, so I imagine it trickled down, but I haven't looked since it did trickle down. So everybody, let me know in the comment section down below. Enjoy your Market Watch. Thanks to King of Bar.